What's that?
It's a handbag. I got it from the gift shop.
Who for?
Me.
You?
It's a man's handbag, Amy.
Chase me.
Very popular on the continent.
Maybe very popular on the continent, David, but I wouldn't try taking it down the joiner's arms. You get some very funny looks.
I think it's quite stylish.
Well, don't get too stylish, David. We want people to recognise you.
No, don't you worry about me, and you just be careful what you say. And watch your vowels.
What?
Vowels.
There's nothing wrong with my vowels.
Not normally, but unfortunately, when you're under pressure...
What?
Now, you don't mind me saying this?
No.
But, well, you can come over a little bit...
A little bit what?
Northern.
Well, I am a little bit northern, David. I'm not ashamed of it.
Well, there you are. See, the pressure's on. It's when you're out of your depth. When you meet somebody who's well-spoken, you get broader. I've noticed that. It's not your fault. I think it's insecurity. You don't mind me saying this?
No. I'll try and remember that, David.
Good. After all, we don't want you sounding like Hilda Ogden, do we?
No. Thank you for telling me, David.
I mean, just watch Linda. She's very good in these situations. And if there's anything you can think can help my image, well, tell me.
Well...
Go ahead. I don't mind.
Well, don't try to be too charming, David. And when you smile, don't show your teeth too much. It looks quite nauseating.
Nauseating? There's nothing wrong with a bit of charm, Amy.
There's a difference between charm and treacle, David.
Treacle?
Oh, and don't run your fingers through your hair, because it looks affected.
I don't run my finger through my hair.
Oh, yes, you do. Especially when you're trying to be charming.
My God, you certainly know how to undermine somebody's confidence.
Well, you did ask me.
I didn't know I had so many unpleasant little traits.
I only want you to be yourself.
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell, isn't it? You want me to be myself, and I wish you'd change.
And be like Linda.
Oh, could you hold still, please? We're lining up the pictures. That's fine.
Thank you. And just remember, leave the talking to me. Ah, good. Here's Linda. Come on, Linda. You sit down over here. Robert, you over here. That's it. Perfect. Just there. Move in a bit, Linda.
There's no need for Linda to move in a bit. She's only background.
No, David, Amy's right. This is her big moment. I don't want to steal the limelight. You won't even notice I'm here. I'm just an extra. Oh, Judith, am I all right for you? I'm not overshadowing Amy.
No, it's fine.
Don't worry, Linda, because I think they're going to start with a tight two-shot of Amy and me, then loosen and pan wide to include you and Robert, and then cut back to a big close-up of me.
A big close-up of you?
Right, well, I shall just ask a few questions, and then if you could reply and look at me as you give your answers, so that it's a normal conversation, and not look at the camera.
Yes, I know the drill, Judith.
Good luck, everyone.
Caffè, signora.
No, Carlos, not now, please.
Tipico come signora. Caffè, olè. Olè, mi muoio come signora. Sì, caffè.
Give me a cue when you're ready, Phil, will you?
Excuse me.
Yes.
What do you want me to do?
I really don't mind.
All right if I read the paper?
Yes, fine.
Good. Carry on.
Now, Mr. and Mrs. Pierce, what do you think of the hotel? Are you enjoying your stay here?
Well, I think...
Oh, yes. Of course, this isn't, in fact, our first visit. We have been here before, but you could say that it's one of our favourite watering holes on the Med.
And do you find that the lower rates at this time of the year are an attraction?
Well, of
Well,
course...
it doesn't come into it, really. We usually take a break at this time of year. I don't think we could get through an English winter, you know, without a couple of weeks in the sun. Could we, dear?
No. By gum.
So, in fact, the reduced tariff isn't prime consideration.
Well, I wouldn't
No,
say...
simply the opportunity to enjoy the quiet beaches.
Oh, and explore those deserted rock
Eat
pools.
leisurely meals in those little quayside
You
cafes.
see, the pace is so much slower.
just a minute. Isn't she supposed to be background?
I'm sorry. I quite forgot. I'm sorry. Now, shall we continue? What about the food?
Well...
Now, I'm glad you asked, Judith. I particularly enjoy the local dishes. In fact, I don't understand why people aren't more adventurous in their choice of food.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry, Linda. I didn't realise you were so close.
The food, Mr. Pierce.
I was just saying I don't understand why people don't try the local dishes.
Because they come out in boils.
No, they don't.
Well, you did last year.
I can't understand why the English people are so insular. I mean, if you are going to be a...
Excuse me, could you please put the newspaper down?
Sorry.
The food, Mr. Pierce.
I was saying I particularly enjoy the local dishes, the gazpacho, the paella, and those wonderful tortillas.
Mrs. Pierce.
Well, it's different than ours. And we always say that you don't go away to stop at home, don't we,
Now, I must say, I've thoroughly enjoyed the change of diet, and I haven't missed English food once since I've been here.
Oh, come on, David. That's all my eye and Betty Martin.
What?
How many times have I heard you say that you could murder a plate of fish and chips, eh?
I haven't said that. I think we'd better start again, Judith.
No, don't fret yourself, David. Lass here knows that we're plain full.
Now, look, would you stop it? I really must apologise for my wife.
Don't you apologise for me.
I've got too much respect for the programme and for you, Judith, to allow this to continue.
I thought you said she was an overpaid layabout.
You see what you've done? They've spoiled the whole thing.
Spoilt the whole thing. I couldn't get a word in edgeways. Well, if that's the way you want it, then you can do it on your own. Because I've had enough.